Hello! Welcome to another episode of the Third Leg Show. It is Season 2, Episode 29. It is July 20th, 2022. I think that's all correct. I actually didn't even check for this one. But yeah, how's your week been, Shu?
It's been going good.
Any more kids falling on treadmills?
No.
Damn it.
No. It's honestly been kind of boring. It's been back to the status quo of like gym workouts, just like nothing really going on. Like I see fellow fat bastards in the gym and I'm like, fuck yeah, buddy, we're on the good fight. And then I'll never see him again. And I'm like, maybe he's just at a different one. Maybe.
You can only hope.
That's what I'm choosing to believe.
Yeah. That's how I saw it. I always think of those gym workers and like, I wonder what it feels like to have someone come in for one day and then you never see him again.
Well, I mean, so like the way it works with the gym membership I'm at, my brother, I'm piggybacking off of him. Mm-hmm. And he changed his gym membership that allows one guest each time he comes in. Okay? So we go to basically 2 gyms every time. Or we go to either one every time. And I basically know all the people who work there. And what you're supposed to do is you show your ID, and then you get on your tablet, and like you put your phone number in, and you sign a waiver saying that you're not a dipshit. And, that's the end of it. Yesterday, this fucking bitch who I've never seen before, mother goes, hey, this is my guest. So she's like, oh, okay, have you been here before? I was like, yeah. Hands me the tablet, and I don't know what hunk of shit tablet this thing is, but it is not a Samsung, it's not even an Amazon, and it's definitely not an iPad. So I type my phone number in, and usually you hand it back to them, and then they get you onto the next slide, and she goes, well, I thought you've been here before. And I was like, yeah, I don't know how to work that tablet. Like, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Okay, just make sure you sign this every time. And it's like, all right, bitch. All right. I see a cop didn't work out for you, so now you're over here bullying people at the gym. Nice work.
Yeah, couldn't get into Army recruiter, couldn't get into a cop life. I work at a gym. That's all
she's gonna have some power.
Yep.
Fucking weird bitch. Yeah, so fuck that bitch. Other than that, I've been doing great. What about you?
So surprise, I went tubing on Saturday. Where, like floating down a river kind of thing.
Down the river. My dumb ass was about to be like, you have snow?
We do still have some snow, I believe. Not a lot, but not enough to go tubing. It was like, I wouldn't say it's my first time because I've done like lazy rivers and stuff at like pools and stuff. This was like an actual outside, not covered in concrete river. So it was fun.
Artificial river.
We had a total of like 18 people go. So we took up like literally the entire like span of the river. Like we went into a line. Some of us would have to walk on the banks of the river because of how many people we had. Did you
guys get blasted drunk?
We got super drunk and we got super high.
Yeah.
The perfect group, right?
Whoa.
So I carpooled with some of my friends because it was like 40 minutes away from like where everyone actually lives. So we all decided to carpool because they have limited parking and everything like that. So we get there. We all brought like a bunch of drinks, and the best snack, in my opinion, when either you're high or drunk, is Uncrustables, and you can't change my mind. Uncrustables,
yeah. It's great sober.
Yeah, those are just amazing any time of the day. If you can, just buy some right now. I know you're craving them now. It's childhood food. It's great.
Oh my god, dude! I've been trying to stay away from carbs.
Yeah.
Bread is the hardest thing to stay away from. By the way,
for me, it's noodles.
Like I've resorted to like,
I said for me, it's noodles. I know that's.
Rice is pretty hard too, to be honest. I've kind of like, I'll cut out bread. I've been keeping rice, but it's been like brown rice.
Yeah, that's what I'm stuck with now.
Yeah, I love brown rice, but no, Uncrustables. I don't know what they do to make their peanut butter and jelly taste a million times better than wherever the fuck you buy it. But good God, I was talking to my brother about this. I don't even fucking let them defrost. I eat them bitches frozen.
We allowed ours to defrost mostly because it was really, really hot and we forgot them in the car. So by the time we got them, they were still cold, but they were, thawed out.
Yeah, they're all fucking gone.
Yeah, so pretty much the person who set all this up it used to be my old boss at work. and then she moved to a different area. But so she set this whole thing up, and I carpooled with her, and then we get there. Everyone's already late, which is kind of it's mean. It's rude to be late. Don't be late to things, all right? Especially when it's like reserved times for this kind of thing, right? So if you're late, you're taking up other people's time as well, you know. And so we get there. We finally get the whole party together. We get on the bus. We drive. It was like maybe 2 miles up just to get up to where we start, and then back down to where we finish is where our cars were parked. And we all get into the river. I'm a smart boy and forgot to take off my socks and shoes, so I was stuck for that all day. Yeah, it was not fun. Yeah, it was bad. I washed my body for a very long time that night, let me tell you.
They still stink like river?
No, surprisingly not. Just use conditioner on your feet. It's not weird. It works. That's all I'm saying. It smells nice. It just masks the smell. I'm pretty sure they still smell terrible. We finally get everyone into the river, and then at one point we all just kind of got separated from each other, which isn't exactly fun. We had like a group of 16 people all still together. Then we had like a small group of 3, and then another group of 3 way in the back. And obviously the people way in the back in the group of 3 is, guess what? It's the person who set this all up. So she's not even hanging out with everybody. She's not allowed to like pass the joint around with everybody. So she was kind of pissed off. I take my tube back, and my tube is connected to the cooler that also had its own tube. Back to them because it's her cooler, her drinks, and everything like that. So we all just hang out there, and then we get off like halfway, which I didn't know that we were gonna do that, but we got off halfway, and we just go into the, not even a clearing, it's just a slant covered in like grass and wildlife pretty much, and we just chill there and play a bunch of like drinking games and stuff. Don't play hot potato with a can of beer, and make the rule no underhand throws, because that shit hurts. That shit hurts a lot. Have you ever done that before?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, we never did.
We had a rule of no underhand throws, so we all were just chucking a can of beer at each other. It was a lot of fun.
I would imagine that got out of hand very quickly.
A lot of people, well, no, apparently no one has a good throw, and they all just kept spiking it into the ground. So obviously no one's catching that, so whoever they're trying to give it to has to pick it up off the ground and then drink it. One dude got completely blasted out of his mind, and he was trying to do like the whole like bouquet thing. He was trying to throw it behind him and someone else would catch it. He threw it straight up, and it went straight behind him. He wasn't able to catch it back before like he was going to do the actual throw, and it just crashed and opened up. So he had to drink that. He ended up drinking like 4 in a row and then instantly threw up. It was a good time.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Not surprisingly, this isn't even where the worst part is, because after all that, we finally get the entire group into one actual group on the river on our way back. And this is when I learned we were too big, because as we're going around, we keep running into the sides of the bank and stuff like that. And so a bunch of us got like super cut up on our backs because we kept hitting like the brushes and stuff like that. And, you know, getting stabbed multiple times like that is not fun. And then we hit a bank again, and the cooler tube, I'm looking directly at it because I'm trying to like, you know, make sure everything's there is fine. It gets launched out of the pool because it hit the bank so hard, and it smacked the cooler straight into my face. And this is the same cooler where we had all of our like cans and stuff because we didn't want to like just leave waste everywhere, and all of that goes spilling into the river. So I get the tube back down, I get the cooler off my face and back in there, and then I jump out. Keep in mind, I still don't know how to swim, but luckily it wasn't super deep, so that wasn't too bad. I get out and I start like filling up these bottles with like the river water and then just chucking it back at the group because I'm really far behind at this point, and I'm just like sending it over their way so that they can put it in like tubes and stuff like that so that we don't leave waste. I get in for a second back in my tube, and as we're going down, not even like 5 minutes later, we see more of our like garbage everywhere. So I get back out again and I start putting all this stuff on there, and then, you know, shoes and socks in a river. it's safer than your bare feet, but you're still going to trip a lot. I trip. I fall in. Everyone's going without me. I try to get back up. I try moving forward. I trip again. It's so rocky. And at this point, I'm like, I'm out of breath. I'm super drunk. I don't want to move. So I just literally just like waved them to go. And I climbed up onto the bank, which apparently people live like right next to this river. So I just waved at a family as I passed by them, drenched in water with a life vest on. And then I just sprinted past a little bit further to like get ahead of these people. And then finally got back into my thing. And I have so many cuts and bruises all over my legs now and on my back from hitting all this stuff. So that's how my week's been. that was one day, and that was all the excitement I needed was just all of that shit.
It's funny you brought up the tubing because, like, I went back to Grand Junction, and I was driving back, and then at one point on I-70 between Grand Junction and Denver, it's called Glenwood Canyon, and so westbound is on an elevated part of the mountain, and then eastbound is like almost directly underneath it. But it's next to the Colorado River that goes through there. And I was driving back, and I got worried because I saw a fucking road sign, and it's just like I-70 closed at Glenwood, use detour.
Lovely.
So, yeah, if you have to use the detour, your 4-hour car ride turns into 8, like instantly. Oh. So I got pissed off, but luckily I guess they had it set up just in case it did flood. But I was joking when I was calling everyone because according to Apple Maps, which still isn't good, by the way, don't use it. You don't use it.
Why were you using it?
Because I got an iPhone.
Oh, no.
We had to switch to AT&T. So
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. I love it, but yeah, don't use Google Maps still. And I get back on the highway, and this motherfucker, the sunshine is impeccable, like sunny day. Mm-hmm. It's like torrential downpour. I could not figure it out because like everyone's had like sunshine rain where it's like a little drizzle or like kind of heavy. This was like windshield wipers on all the fucking way and you still can barely see.
Yeah.
Sunshine. I was like, well, son of a bitch. And then I guess they closed it right after I drove through.
Wow.
I was like, fuck all of that shit. So, but I was joking. I bring this up because I was joking with everybody. I was like, well, if they close the highway down, I'm just going to go buy an inner tube, a case of beer, and sunscreen, and I'm just going to float back to Grand Junction. Presley will get me, and then I'll come back and get your car tomorrow. So.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, so I didn't even get to drive my car back to Grand Junction because at the time, I thought like the struts and suspension was going out on the front. Mm-hmm. Because it's 2013, and it's got like 120,000 miles on it. So, like, it's right around the time where you got to get that fixed. So I take it to the guy that we have work on it all the time, and he lifts it up, and I guess he called me right away. He goes, hey, your suspension, everything in the front's fine. Did you have anyone work on the back of the car? And I'm like, no. So the way this works is that there's the frame of your car, which runs down each side. Mm-hmm. Okay, like left and right, runs the entire length of the car. Then there's parts that run across, and that's called the subframe. Okay? The way that's held together is by bolts, bushings, and all sorts of other shit. Uh-oh. I guess somehow, magically, those bolts came loose. And here's the funny thing. If it wasn't from the factory, how the fuck did I get 125,000 miles out of the car? 2... those things are torqued down to like retarded pounds because, you know, it's kind of important that those stay on. So what I'm thinking is that one of the mechanics we took the car when we moved to Grand Junction to loosened them.
What?
So that like something would go wrong and we'd come back. But it was so bad. This was so loose. What was going on in the back I thought was affecting the front of the car. That's how fucking bad this was.
I'm glad it got sorted out before something bad actually happened. So that's good.
The scary part is I was about to drive back with Ava across the fucking state. And I was like, I can just get it looked at in Grand Junction. And my mom was like, nah, you should get it looked at here. And turns out, yeah.
Moms, dude, they got a sixth sense about all of this shit.
They do have a sixth sense, too. Yeah. They know when you're going to get sick.
That's true. Very true, actually. Yeah, I mean, tomorrow I tried to take the day off. This actually coincides with my Earth Ambassador Mars, but I really just want to talk about it because these guys are assholes. I took the day off, right? And so obviously, like anytime I want to take a day off, the day before we get pounded real hard, no lube. It's so much fun at work. And so I get a text from my boss who told her boss that I was taking the day off. And her boss was like, no, you can't take that day off. It's like, let's see. She said no, because we're just going to be as busy as we were today, if not worse. I told her we were also out of option days request forms when she was gone. She was gone for like 7 days of actual like work. So like I told them two weeks in advance. And I guess that wasn't enough time or something.
Still denied
just
you.
For 1 day, right? And so... yeah, she says she's sorry, but we still need you in tomorrow. My response to this, I'm already pissed because I had to stay an hour later just waiting for like more boxes to come because they got like stuck somewhere in the building and they just couldn't bring it to us. It's kind of dumb. And so I'm still pissed, and I just said, that sucks. Well, see you Friday. It's like, I'm not going in tomorrow. You can't make me. I told her, it's 2 weeks. I told you guys 2 weeks ago, it's like, it's not my problem if she can't handle working there without me and stuff like that. Like, and I told her, it's like, if you want to discuss this further, you can contact my dad. And then I sent her a picture of the urn that my dad's in. And I just said,
oh my God,
there's his contact info, because tomorrow is the anniversary of when he died. So I'm like, I'm not going into work. Like, you literally cannot make me go into work. And since that, no contact from them further. So I'm just going to take the day off. If they want to write me up, I will. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm just not going to sign it or anything. Like, apparently they need us to sign write-up forms. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that. Fuck you. So that's
ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is fucking ridiculous.
It's super annoying. And I was just texting my sister using a bunch of gamer words that I will not say on a podcast that has my voice recorded on it and released to the public, but I was just saying, like, look at these gamer word people, and I just sent her a picture of like all our texts and stuff. she agrees with me, so that's when I know I'm doing something good, because we never agree on anything. So it's perfect. But yeah, I mean, that's what's going on in my week, I guess. Whatever. I do have some weird article things if you want to hear about them, but if not, we can move on. I know you're...
yeah, fuck it.
Right.
Fuck me up.
All right. So first one's first. This was candidate for Earth Ambassador Mars for me. Once I get done with these, I'll ask you yours. Don't worry. But the first thing was just video game company sues streamer for cheating and threatening to burn down headquarters. Can you see how this was almost my Earth God. Ambassador Mars, right?
Oh my God.
So before we go, can you guess what gaming company sued these people?
Epic.
Oh, close. It's Bungie.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Bungie, obviously, we all know them for help making Halo in the past, and now Destiny 2.
No, they made it.
Yeah, they made it.
And then 343 ruined it. I'll say it. I'm not scared.
No, I agree with you, but, I don't know. I never was really into that Halo, so. They're suing a Twitter streamer. Twitter streamer? What the fuck?
That's a thing now?
I guess? Twitter stream? That must mean Twitch. Nope, because they literally say Twitter streamer multiple times in this. What the fuck?
That's disgusting.
When I did my first read-through, I read that as Twitch streamer, so now I'm seeing it in a new light. This guy, Luca Leon? I don't know. Luca, for $150,000, alleging he cheated at the game, threatening to burn down their headquarters, and threatened one of their employees. So, off to a great start, right?
Was this Destiny or what?
This was Destiny 2. The lawsuit alleges Leon, who tweets under the handle Inkcell, which I feel like we've heard Inkcell before, but maybe it's just because we know so many incels that it just sounds familiar. He used third-party software to gain an unfair advantage by players without... Yeah, he cheated, right? He was also accused of threatening Bungie community manager Dylan Gaffner, I think is how you say that. The lawsuit states Leon tweeted that he lives 30 minutes away from Gaffner and that he followed up the tweet by writing, "He is not safe." So, lovely. He also previously tweeted pictures of Gaffner's employee badge with the hashtag new profile pic. So, I mean, apparently he has access to this guy's employee badge.
What the fuck?
The real Dylan Gaffner replied to this tweet with literally just LAMO or LMAO. So, you know, at least
laughing ass my off.
Yeah, dude. I'm really good. Well, you want it? This is the exact lettering of how he did it. It was LMDA. No, LMDOAOAOAO. So yeah. So
well,
yeah, I don't know. But yeah, he also allegedly threatened to burn down Bungie headquarters because he responded to a tweet asking if anyone was willing to commit arson in Seattle in exchange for payment, and he replied that he would do it, and he would also do it at a discount if it was the Bungie headquarters. So this is
Jesus Christ.
Not looking good for you, buddy. Yeah, the game company alleges he also this says Twitch channel down here, but it's Miffy's World is his Twitch channel. Not giving him a shout out, but you know, just report him or something. I don't know. That
it's gonna be funny when you like have to stream from fucking prison.
Right.
Have fun.
Or with negative $150,000.
Ugh.
The game company alleges that Leon would stream footage of himself cheating at the game on his Twitch channel and would make new accounts to continue playing the game after he was banned for his behavior. So yeah, I mean, Bungie has already dealt with they've already done a lawsuit against cheaters before. Bungie and Ubisoft were doing a joint suing against actual cheat manufacturers. So I'm not surprised that they would do this either. But I just the way that this guy went through as all of this shit that he's just piled up online, it's great. You know, just good on you.
Fucking rot. No one needs you.
Yeah. Third candidate for Earth Ambassador Mars.
Jesus.
Yeah, it wasn't a good week. It was a slow week, but it was not a good week. Headline for this one. Video shows Utah child 4 shoot at police outside McDonald's drive-thru.
Oh my god. Like an actual gun.
An actual gun and a 4-year-old.
Oh my god.
I'm not going to read this whole thing
because
it's kind of confusing to read. It's also from Fox News, but it is real because there are multiple reports from this. This is just the first one I clicked on. But pretty much the father of this 4-year-old was brandishing his gun around in McDonald's towards the employees because of an incorrect order. This happened also at on February 12th of 2022, so it's a little bit further back, but now we're just getting the article for it. So obviously officers arrived later to detain the 27-year-old Sadat Johnson. I believe it's how you say it. Sadaat. Sadat. Is that right? I don't know. And he had 2 children in the back seat. One was 3, one was 4, and one of the officers looked in the rear view windshield of the car and saw a gun pointing towards them. So obviously they move out of the way. One shot goes off from the child. Apparently this guy also taught his children that it's okay to shoot at police officers. So dad of the year, right?
Jesus fucking Christ.
So yeah, and you want a quote from the child?
God. They quoted the child, the 4-year-old.
So they revealed that the child shot at officers because he wanted his daddy back. That's the quote. Yep.
Shout out social workers for having to unravel that fucking mess.
Yeah, good luck. So yeah, this guy's been charged with child abuse, aggravated assault, and interference with an arresting officer after the incident. So yeah, that's what they charged the adult with. I'm guessing they didn't charge the child with anything, so oh well, I guess that works out.
Oh, they will.
Yeah,
they will.
So those were my 3 candidates for Earth Ambassador Mars. Do you have any people for
I don't have anyone for Mars, but I have a nomination for someone who should stay on Earth.
That's always good to hear. You need some of that after those 3.
Yeah, no shit. So apparently in Indiana there was a fucking house fire a pizza guy ran in and saved 5 from burning in the house.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's videos of it. It is fucking wild, dude. Fucking wild. 4 children and their 18-year-old sister from a burning home last night has raised nearly $500,000 on a GoFundMe. As of earlier this morning, it was at $453,509.
That's awesome.
And, yeah, he got fucked up, smoke inhalation, all that shit. But, yeah, saved 5 people from burning. So you know what? You can stay here on Earth.
You know what he probably got from his job? A write-up because he was
nice
late.
Pat on the back. Yeah. That's not part of your duties, asshole.
Yeah, come on. Did you even get a good tip for it? No, all the money was burned. Come on. But that's awesome. Yeah. Go pizza man. I don't know what else to call him, but does he have a name?
Nick Bostic.
Nick
Bostic.
That's awesome.
He, how old is he?
My guess is like
I don't
18,
know.
19, right? Young kid.
Nah, he looks like a grown man.
18, 19, and drugs. I don't know. I don't know.
Dude, it's just a heartwarming story. Feel free to go look it up.
Yeah, that was nice.
It's fucking crazy. He rescued all but one of them, and then they told him there was one more in there, and like the house was pretty well on fire, and he was able to save the last one.
It's awesome. And I really hoped when he ran into the building and just yelled, "It's pizza time."
Oh, that's a spicy meatball, and just like grabbed everybody.
Yeah. Speaking of pizza, you want to hear about a new pizza parlor, I guess, that opened up in Greektown? I don't know where
Greektown.
I don't know where Greektown is, but it's in Detroit.
Okay, instantly I don't care, but yeah, let's.
Yeah, so it gets weird. Let me tell you, a new pizza joint with the mission to keep pizza weird is now open in Detroit's Greektown district. So that's all I'm going to read from this article because I'm just going to send you. Let's see. There's only 2 pictures here. I'm going to send you a.
Is it that disgusting fucking Detroit pizza?
Oh no, it's a lot worse. So when they say keep pizza weird, they mean they're going to continue putting weird ass toppings on them, right?
Shoot them in the dick.
Yeah, so that's pickles.
Shoot them square in the dick. This is obviously a man who created with them. Shoot him in the dick.
Probably.
You know what? He gets the eggplant penis from last week.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that image until I scrolled down.
It looks like a fucking baby bird trying to eat.
Still, to me, it's always going to look like a tapeworm looking up at its owner, just like, what the fuck, dude?
Feed me.
But yeah, so that's pickles on pizza, which honestly to me doesn't sound that bad, but at the same time I don't think I would like the mixture of the two along with like the tomato sauce.
Dude, speaking of which, sorry, kind of backtracking a little bit to the whole no carbs thing.
I miss pizza.
So like tuna sandwiches are like my favorite thing, like one of my favorite things. So lately I'll just like go light on the mayo, and then just literally lemon juice and pepper, and then just a spoonful of tuna, one whole pickle spear.
Like you put it on the pickle spear?
Good. No, tuna in mouth, one whole pickle spear.
That does sound. Oh man,
It is so good. I don't like them mixed together, but for some reason, eating them like that. Oh,
something about it, huh? Just something about that flavor mixing in your mouth just works.
Yeah, something about deep throating Mount Olive pickle spears. Oh.
Please don't word it like that ever again. So there's that pizza. They have a bunch more, along with they have a Dave's Spicy Reuben Pizza, which is corned beef, kraut, and a Thousand Island sauce. Yeah, this all just sounds like something that's sweet, and all it needs now is just to come out of a tube.
What the fuck did he send me? Hold on, keep going. He sent me something the other day, and it was like, yeah, Sweden should be like lined up and shot. Yeah. Like, this is not okay.
They also have another one that's kind of like their vegetarian style. I put air quotes in vegetarian because there's also a 6 cheese blend in this, so I don't know how vegetarian that is, but Carolina barbecue, mustard, soy riza, which is vegan chorizo.
Oh my god!
I don't know what grippos are. I don't know what that is. And then the 6 cheese blend and white onions, which white onions is the most normal thing on there.
Oh my god! I genuinely don't feel good after hearing
It gets worse.
Like, oh my god.
We have a flaming hot cheese pizza with flaming hot Cheetos as an ingredient. That's all they give us on the information of that one.
I'm kind of into that. I don't think that's worse. Like, as far as like everything I've heard, this is the least outrageous one on there.
I agree. The issue that I have with it is, my guess is that those flaming hot Cheetos somehow got soggy. Just with the sauce or the cheese oil, it got soggy, and when you bite into it, it's just going to be mush. And that's the only fear I have. They have the Mediterranean, topped with garlic parmesan sauce, which sounds delicious, chicken, Mediterranean herbs, feta, and pizza cheese, and kalamata and green olives, which also sounds pretty normal for a pizza. So,
considering,
yeah. But yeah, they have more than 30 styles of pizza that are offered, and then you can also build your own with a bunch of toppings, including brisket, corned beef, chorizo, and that just says the same thing. And yeah,
whoever came out with soy rizo should also be kicked in the fucking dick.
Yeah, this is bad.
Oh my god, that sounds awful.
Yeah, I guess it's a small 9-inch pizza. It comes with a drink. It's available at 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and it's $10 for a 9-inch pizza, which sounds expensive to me. Where I go,
that's about normal.
Where I go for my build your own pizza, it's $10 as well, but it's for a 12-inch pizza. So I don't know. I feel like, it's also Detroit. That's probably the best they're gonna get.
Oh, I did forget about that. The flaming hot pizza thing. I kind of want to try that.
All right, so we gotta
maybe on a cheat day. I'll go to the gym for 6 hours before I have one slice.
You go for 6 hours. We'll do the podcast, and then you're going straight back there because you're gonna feel terrible.
Oh, dude. So my brother, like I said, forgive me if I told this story before, but he's like an old, he body build, but now he's just keeping up with it, but doesn't do any competitions. Did I tell you the pre-workout? What I do?
Will you guys kind of drink or eat beforehand?
No. It's literally like a powder. It's literally just a powder. And I don't even. Lately, I've been doing it without water, so I just put the scoop in my fucking mouth. And the past 3 times, I don't know what happens, but for some reason, I take a deep breath in through my nose. And, of course, it just goes straight up in there. Mm-hmm. And I basically snorted pre-workout for the past 3 days. And let me tell you, no. I okay, so if you drink it, usually I'm on an empty stomach. And it's about, 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
To drink it?
If you drink it before you start feeling it.
Okay, yeah.
When it goes into my nose, it's 3 minutes, tops. I don't even get out of the apartment complex parking lot. And I am just fucking wide-eyed. My face, I know it hits because my face starts to get itchy. Mm-hmm. And it is just I hate that car ride when that happens. I fucking hate it. It is the longest car ride ever.
Next thing's next is we're going to hear about you taking pre-workout as an enema.
Oh my god, I don't like it, dude. It burns like shit.
There's a reason why they recommend to have water with it.
Well, no, yeah, I put the scoop in, and then I just take one swig of water, swish it around, and then swallow it. Also makes you shit like no one's business.
Has a lot of caffeine in it?
I'll have to look.
I
don't think it has too much. There's just a bunch of other shit in there.
Literally this morning, and this is because of you, so kind of fuck you at the same time. But I've been I've also been on a workout trend, but I don't want to go to the gym because I hate going to the gym, especially solo. And all my friends have gyms at their apartments, so they don't want to come with me.
Yeah.
But I have this whole I try to do this whole entire thing in 10 minutes. And as much as I can do. So the warm up is literally just 50 push-ups as fast as you can. That's literally it's just 50 push. That's the warm up for it. And then it's each thing that I do it's 45 seconds long with a 15-second rest. And then I just move straight on to the next thing. And it's jumping jacks, it's burpees, it's mountain climbers, it's plank knees to elbows, whatever the hell that is. Seated in and outs, high knee taps, squat lunges, and in and out, open and close, which is another plank thing. I did that the first time this morning, all of it, the worst thing I've ever done because I instantly wanted to throw up. I went to work.
Yeah.
I went to work today, and I was trying to move stuff, but my arms were literal noodles. So I was like, I can't. If I lift this up, it's literally just gonna fall out of my hand. So fuck you for making me want to work out more, but also thanks because it actually felt really nice. Yeah. So
I got you. It goes away after a week. Like I don't feel sore anymore. It's gonna sound gross, and I don't mean it. I just feel tight. Like I always have to stretch.
Oh, I know you're tight.
Like, that's what I have to do. Well, so one last thing about the gym before we get into clits and cunts. Fucking. So I don't like shitting in public bathrooms, and only to like one detriment to myself as this like backfired. Mm-hmm. But like I get out of the car, I drink the pre-workout, and we're walking in. I tell my brother, I was like, "Hey, I got to shit." He goes, "You didn't go before we left?" I was like, "No," or I did, but like, I guess round 2's coming. And he's like, "Just go poop in there," and I was like, "Nope. Don't use public bathrooms," because like from my experience, gym bathrooms are fucking disgusting.
What?
Like it is.
Sorry. What gym do you go to? Like, what's the name of it?
Vasa. VASSA.
We go to the same gym. Let's go.
I love it.
They actually have really nice bathrooms. At least the ones out here. I don't know about Colorado, but.
I'm glad. The two gyms we go to, they are fucking destroyed. Okay. So, like, yesterday, I had to shit. Because, once again, as soon as I put that pre-workout on my tongue, my body's like, yeah, we got poop. So, yesterday was hamstrings and back. And so, it's like a lot of squatting. It's a lot of, like, bending over and, like, lifting weights with your back. I had to poop the whole time, but I didn't go poop. So, I was like, okay, I did that yesterday. That was, like, pretty tough. But I can do it today, because today was arms. And I'm like, I get like 3/4 of the way through that workout. And I have to fucking shit. Like no one's fucking business, okay? I go into the bathroom, dirty. There's 3 urinals, 3 stalls. I go to stall 1, someone's in there. Stall 2, someone's in there. Stall 3, which is also the handicap one, someone's in there. So I'm like, fuck. So I sit at the entrance, and I'm just waiting. And I still have my headphones on, and they're like noise canceling. Fucking, I don't know. They're very nice.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and like, I was like, okay, I either have to fart or shit right now, and I'm just gonna let it go, and we'll see what happens. And I'm sitting there, and it was a fart.
Thankfully.
Yes. I just would have washed my shorts out in the fucking showers and then came back. Yeah. That would have been awesome. Through my noise canceling headphones, I hear someone laughing. I'm like usually if I do have to use the public restroom, like I'm pretty polite. Like I try not to like just drop bombs while I'm in there. Stall 3 opens up. I take off running for the fucking shitter. Get in there, lock the door. Before my butt cheeks hit the ground, it is like a rope is being pulled out of my body. And I am just farting and shit. Like, I felt good.
Pre-workout will do that to you. That's for sure.
Oh, my God, dude. I've never, like I said, I did legs and back yesterday having to poop. Just fine. Apparently, arm workouts. I can't hold my poop and work out at the same time. Something has to happen.
I mean, I bet your body was just getting used to the whole, like, new diet thing, too. So it was, like, processing things a little bit different. And it was just like, no, get it out now.
Dude, I don't know. It's that fucking pre-workout. My body knows.
Yeah, I mean, I only drink like a glass of water before going to work, and it's always the second I leave my car, I'm like, I have to shit so bad. No, I have to shit so bad, and it's like I'm not doing it at work because I've been in there before, and it's not good. So I'll just work through the entire day, and usually like noon, the feelings will subside, and I'll get home like I bet I still need to shit. Never get the feeling to again. So, that's fun. That's my life.
Fucking soccer ball size shit inside a Feast right now.
No, it's not too bad usually. I think it's because I don't eat enough food anymore. Because I only have like 1 meal a day where like I'll go into work. I don't eat anything before work because I'll always feel sick if I do. And then, because the only thing I take before work, and this gets out really, really weird, I just take... what is it? I think it's 10 grams of kratom before I go into work, because it like for me it helps like reduce like any like pain or stuff like that, and then also it makes it so I don't want to literally murder everybody in there. It actually will like calm me down and stuff because it's a drug. That's my breakfast. I'll work. I'll go home and then I'll have it's dinner. It's my lunch and dinner at the same time. I'll just eat like a bowl of rice and whatever my mom made, which is usually just vegetables and maybe like some meat. And then my dinner is 1 melatonin gummy and 3 ibuprofen PMs. And that's my diet right now.
Jesus fucking Christ, Feast.
That's my diet right now. And I've been on it since like a year now. So, I mean, I'm alive. So, it says something, right?
Oh, my God.
One thing before we get into cunts and clits, though. I know I didn't watch Old School. And you're going to hate me for this.
Yeah.
I did watch some of the new Resident Evil series that came out.
Don't tell me. Is it good or bad?
That's all I was going to tell you. Don't watch it. It's terrible. That's the only thing I'm going to say about it. It is so... It's like, you will still get some entertainment out of it. Like, they've definitely pushed the series more into a horror style, right? Which kind of helps fit better into Resident Evil, in my opinion.
As opposed to action.
As opposed to, like, all the action, yeah. But it's not good. Like, the only lore I have of the Resident Evil games is the 4.5-hour YouTube video I watched on the lore of Resident Evil, and I've only played Resident Evil Village. I really want to play some of the other ones, but I'm too scared.
Just do 7. 7's a good one. 7's the scariest.
Yep.
If you can get through 7,
the issue is it's like 7 is still so clear in my mind because that's when I actually fell in love with Resident Evil, was watching people play Resident Evil 7, mostly Nova. And then from there, like, I was hooked on it. I wanted to play it. Never got the chance to because I never wanted to buy it. And also because I was like, well, I've already seen, like, it's very story driven. I've already seen everything, right? It's like, if I play it, it's just, I'm going to know what happens the whole time. All the, like, crazy twists and turns of it, I already know. So I'm like, I don't know if I really want to dabble in that. So
I would still recommend. It's fun to play.
Yeah. I kind of want to go back to 8, so that gives me the idea of, like, maybe I should play 7 because I want to play 8 again, even though I hate fucking dolls. Hated that part.
But I love big old titty vampires. Oh my God.
I'm never beating the first area. I'm going to stay in there and just keep dying to Lady Dimitri.
The only thing that happens when I play that game is the first act, and I beat my dick till it's bruised.
I played the first act, no cam on stream, and then the rest was cam. No.
I didn't play it on stream. How come you? This is part 1, but you started at act 2. Yeah, I don't know. My game's glitched. Meanwhile, nude Lady Dimitrescu running around everywhere.
Don't worry about the mods I have.
Hey, can I see your mod folder? No, you can't.
I don't have a mod folder in my game. So I play vanilla, obviously. Okay, let's get into some cunts and clits, and then I don't know. After that, we could probably go to bed.
Yeah, I mean, this pre-workout's still flowing in me, so I still got a couple hours. But
get on my diet. Take some melatonin gummies, some ibuprofen.
No matter how much melatonin I take, and no matter how much sleep I get, I feel hungover and drunk when I wake up from that shit.
Yeah, that's how I always feel. I bet my liver's black.
Yeah. Nah. You eat a lot of fish and rice, you'll be good.
That is true. All right.
We're gonna start in the United States. I actually think all of these are in the United States.
No shitty UK people. No shitty UK news this time.
I do have a couple outside.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh fuck. So we're gonna start off in the good old U.S. of A.
As we should.
What Midwest state is having a sign war between McDonald's and Dairy Queen?
Okay, what rundown area still has a Dairy Queen?
I mean, as long as they got an Orange Julius, I'll fuck with that Dairy Queen.
None of the Dairy Queens out here have an Orange Julius.
Then I don't fuck with them.
Exactly. Orange Julius, I've only seen in malls. So sad.
I fucking love that shit. All right, sorry.
Never go to a mall though. I'm gonna go with
not after Stranger Things.
Bring back Billy. I'm gonna go with Indiana.
This is actually Missouri.
Damn, I was looking at Missouri and I was like, nah, can't be Missouri.
I mean, it's pretty tame. It started off with McDonald's. They were like, hey, DQ, want to have a side war? And then Dairy Queen responded with, we would, but we're too busy making ice cream.
Should have just said we would, but we're too busy having no customers.
I mean, I'm going to guess Missouri has enough at Dairy Queen. If anyone likes really shitty burgers and chicken strips you dip in white gravy, I would guess Missouri's pretty far up there.
I did forget, that is a pretty good burn since McDonald's ice cream maker is always broken, right? So, all right, continue.
I mean, that's basically it. That's, yeah. It's Missouri. This is like the greatest thing to happen in 50 plus years.
Yeah, probably.
All right. We're going to stay in the United States, but we're going to go to the South. Iguana found in man's toilet for the third time.
Florida.
This is Florida. This is Hollywood, Florida. Once again, we're back.
Hollywood, Florida.
Yeah. 2 times during the past week when he lifted his toilet lid to find an iguana inside the bowl. Every time I walk into the restroom, I open the lid with apprehension. Every time. One time it was funny. Second, let's do something. But now the third time, Rondon? I almost said Ronald. He said multiple attempts have now been made to keep lizards from returning. We know it's not the vents. We look for a little open sewer line around the house. Hasn't found one. So now we need to find out before someone does get hurt. It's the third time in 4 days.
Jeez.
After the first time, I would never sit down without looking. After the second time, I said the same thing. I'm not sure if I'll ever sit down again. We never know when they're going to appear. So these people are legitimately terrified. I don't blame them. I don't want an iguana tail slapping my fucking dick.
These guys are just going to start waffle stomping, aren't they? Like, I ain't going on the toilet. I'm just going to go in the shower.
I don't ever want to hear that sentence again. I don't know what you want me to say to that. That's fucking foul. I did think about that when I had to shit. I was like, what if, like, I can't hold it and I do have to poop? Do I shit in the urinal or do I go in the shower and waffle stomp this thing down?
Go in the sink, obviously.
Yeah,
it's on a counter. It's perfect for your butt.
There's even a bidet. All right. So I'm not going to give you any region. I will let you guess the region, not the state.
Okay.
Cowboy helps this state police round up escaped bull.
West.
No, this is New Hampshire, so northeast. Technically New England.
Don't have cowboys. You can't say that.
That's what I fucking said.
Cowboys at the northeast?
Yeah, northeast. I didn't think there was enough room for people to be cowboys up there.
Polar bear cowboys.
I fucking wrangled a moose, eh? Fuck, I don't know. All right, we're gonna stay in the South. Family dines at. Okay, the family's from Texas, but it still is in the South. Texas family dines at this state's Waffle House, then robs it.
Alabama?
So where did the crime happen? Nope, North Carolina. So the northern South.
Okay. I didn't expect them to go that far away, but all right.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
Texas is a big enough place. I feel like they could just rob something in the north and then get back down, you know?
Oh, this one has some ties to people I know in real life. Police identified suspects Tamiko LaShawn Jones and Tony Eugene Lemon, both of Marshall, Texas, and Diamond Walton of Longview, Texas. That's where they're from. Police said the suspects, who have similar outstanding charges from an incident in Minden, Louisiana, a few days before Monday's robbery, could be hit with additional charges. Also committing robbery, multiple states.
Lovely.
Oof.
So this has ties to people you know?
Yeah. Someone I know lived in Minden.
Oh, okay.
Police said the suspects were part of a family of 6 who entered the Waffle House for a meal before committing the robbery. After a brief meal, police said Lemon drew a handgun and demanded money from the restaurant employees before fleeing to a nearby gas station. The suspects left in separate cars, one a burgundy F-150 with Texas plates, and the other a newer model silver Ford Fusion sedan, also with Texas plates. Jesus.
If you're going to rob a place, why keep your plates on?
Why fucking eat there first?
Well, yeah, that too. Very strange. This is very, very strange. But all right, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. Hold on.
Okay, I shall hold. While we hold, would you like to hear a review of the Resident Evil Season 1?
Yeah, fuck it. Did they release the whole thing?
They released all 8 episodes. So what?
8
episodes. Yep, they're each like an hour, like 50 to an hour long. So.
Okay, fuck it. Let's hear
it. Consider this another failed Umbrella experiment. Is from one person. This person actually gave it a whole tomato, which I'm guessing is a good review. Resident Evil actually feels like a shift away from the 20-year film franchise into new horror territory. This other person just says, at just 8 episodes, Netflix Resident Evil feels surprisingly bloated, without offering any of the absurd fun of previous films or a satisfying addition to the zombie genre. I don't think this guy knows what he's talking about, but...
Doesn't sound like it.
Did you want to hear more? Or
okay.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
No. I guess the state is part of the South. I'll give you... Well, I can't really give you a hint without giving it away.
The South is good.
It's not the northern South. How about that?
Okay.
Man accused of killing friend claims it was to stop him from summoning Sasquatch.
What the So you said not north, not the north of the South?
Yeah, it's on the western half.
I figured that much. Don't worry.
Okay.
Georgia.
No, this is Oklahoma.
Oh, you said western.
I googled it.
I am looking at the eastern. Huh.
Sorry.
No, I'm just stupid right now.
No, you're fine. Larry Doyle Sanders. Fucking great name for a psychopath. Yeah. Had been noodling a way of catching catfish via hand with friend Jimmy Knighton, also 53, along the South Canadian River in Pontotoc County on Saturday. Larry claimed that while at the river, he discovered Jimmy intended to feed him to Sasquatch/Bigfoot. Said Larry indicated Jimmy attempted to get away from him so that Sasquatch could eat Larry. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigations told the news that Sanders thought Knighton basically tricked him into being out there, and the two fought for an hour. Sanders allegedly choked Knighton to death near the river, then went home and confessed to his daughter, who is dating Knighton's son. He appeared to be under the influence of something. What? Yeah. Sheriff John Christen told the news his statement was that Mr. Knighton had summoned Bigfoot to come and kill him. That's why he had to kill Mr. Knighton. The Oklahoman reported that Sanders had outstanding warrants for 2 drug-related cases in 2019. He was placed on probation for 5 years for bringing meth into jail after being arrested for public intoxication. Who could have seen that coming?
I feel like
who would have thought meth was the culprit?
The victim and the murderer were both on some kind of drug, it sounds like. Because they actually fought because of this. Like, what?
Fucking stupid. Don't do drugs. For the love of God, people.
Don't do...
Fucking A.
Don't do these hardcore, crazy-ass drugs, please. You'll end up either dead trying to summon Sasquatch, or you'll end up the murderer because someone tried to summon Sasquatch.
And don't you fucking dare do drugs and think Sasquatch is real. All right, dipshits? I'm talking to you.
We already know where, Bigfoot is, right? He's in Sweden now, but like...
I was about to say, he's not our problem anymore.
He's not in Sweden bothering those people about their fucking tube food, so...
Oh, that's what I was going to say. His fucking fantasy football name is Terrorist, and he has a picture of, like, Swedish tube food.
Is that?
I've never wanted to kick someone's ass in fantasy football so hard, other than Caitlin.
Has that started yet? Do I need to look at my email?
Yeah.
Okay.
I restarted the leagues, but you'll be fine. Don't worry, I got you. So this is the only... Yeah, this is the only non-U.S. story. It is Europe.
Okay.
Retired man caught in the act with a Henry Hoover.
All right, before I guess where this is, can I look up what a Henry Hoover is, or should I wait until after I guess?
Yeah, you can look it up.
Right. It's a vacuum. Okay. Wow. All right. So it's new from Teletubbies.
Yeah, actually, yeah. That's a very good point.
I just saw the face on it. It just reminded me of that terror of Teletubbies. UK.
This is the United Kingdom. Not only can they not identify animals, they also fuck vacuums. Apparently, according to the article, in front of a window, completely naked, with the exception of, quote, woman's stocking.
Okay.
The women who caught him, it was two of them, they were at a church.
Oh, no.
And they were attending an Asperger's meeting. And came across the window, and there's Buddy getting sucked off by this little red vacuum.
That cannot feel good, right? Because we've already heard of people trying this, and their like sack gets like cut by it, right?
I don't think here's a quote. Oh my
from
God,
the
this
guy?
gets better the more I read it.
Okay.
No, this is a quote from the witnesses. Northampton Magistrates Court heard he was, quote, standing between two dark chairs, thrusting into Henry Hoover.
Oh
my fucking God.
Thrusting into Henry Hoover.
This is fucking disgusting.
If I don't see that in the next love romance novel, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Apparently the guy who got caught was a former church member, like a pretty high up church member. Jeffs, who had a clean record, was giving 18 months community order and ordered to sign the sex offenders registry. He was also ordered to pay £845 in court costs and £200 in compensation to the victim who witnessed the sexy act.
I would also like to get paid for having to see that.
Oh, see, now they're trying to justify it. The defense solicitor said that, God, England has dumb fucking names.
Yep.
Said that Jeff was still coming to terms with the loss of his wife at a young age and was in, quote, a lot of pain because he was ignoring his health and his diabetes was not medicated. You hear that, Spoon? Get that shit fixed, otherwise you're going to start fucking vacuums. Yeah. Poor little Henry Hoover will get mouth fucked, okay? Ugh. England, get a hold of yourself.
Yeah, that... Is it bad that I have like an image of an old man just thrusting into a vacuum now in my head?
Oh, fucking Henry Hoover. Oh.
You do it better than my wife.
That's all I got. Oh. You're so much better than birthing. All right.
You said that's all you got?
Or that's all I got. I got Rush is not Rush. I got 6. Okay. Rush, not Rush.
Let's get it.
Man earns world record for memorizing deck of cards underwater.
I'm gonna say this isn't him.
This is not him. This is a man in Florida. Nelson Dellis. Memorized the order of the shuffle deck while playing cards while underwater in Miami, and then emerged from the water and recognized a second deck of cards into the same order. Dellis finished with a time of 2 minutes and 22.5 seconds.
Just sounds like this guy has photographic memory.
Yeah, speaking of Asperger's, quote, I had to learn a lot and really push my limits to advance that. That's all he said.
What a great quote.
Stop quoting these guys. They're not... Leave them alone.
Give me something inspiring. Give me an inspiring quote. Come on.
There you go. Here's something inspiring. Rush, not Rush. Mosaic featuring 14,400 donuts breaks world record.
I don't think this is him either.
Nope, this is an Arizona-based grocery store chain. Bashas? Basshas? Bassis? Bashas, a grocery chain store based in Chandler, broke the world record for largest donut mosaic when it assembled, whatever, on the store's 90th anniversary. Their quote, excuse me.
It's a pre-workout.
That did taste like pre-workout. We're celebrating our 90th anniversary, so it's go big or go home.
Nice.
Stop quoting them. Stop.
That was...
Ugh.
That'll have a bad taste in my
Here we
mouth,
go.
just like that donut probably did.
Ugh. All fucking stale and hard. Probably used them as tires when they were done.
Put it on a Henry Hoover for acting as lips.
No, that's the extension so you don't go balls deep into Henry Hoover.
Of course.
Rush, not rush. Man suctions 10 soda cans to his head for Guinness World Record.
I don't think this is him.
This is not
Okay.
him. This is a man from Wisconsin by the name of Jamie Keaton, a.k.a. Canned Head or Canpa to his grandchildren.
This is an older gentleman, huh?
It doesn't say. Keaton's record was broken by a Japanese man who stuck 9 cans to his head in 2019. Japan -- 1. Keaton, who turned his ability to stick objects to his head into a lucrative career, attributed to his unusual skill into a medical condition. I actually have a skin condition that's not named yet, where my skin pores literally suck in oxygen. Why are you not running everywhere?
This just sounds like you have a weird, like, fish osmosis kind of thing going on.
He's part plant.
Yeah.
The condition has caused... This is cheating.
Yeah.
Why is Guinness not calling him out on this? The condition has caused objects to stick to his skin since he was a child, but Keaton said he didn't realize the extent of his abilities until he shaved his head for the first time and went to a ball game. I was trying to cool down my head. I dried it off at first, grabbed a can of pop, and just started cooling my head down, he said. As I was doing that, they hit a home run, and I went up to grab it, miss it, and I was like, where's my drink? It was stuck to the back of my head. Keaton said his head suction has led him to some expected places in life. I bet it did. I've now made it into a business. I market for people's companies and go to events where they pay me anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 a weekend.
What?
All because of my condition. I got to meet so many celebrities, and what's really funny is they actually come up to me and ask me for photos. They know me before I see them. What the fuck?
I mean, good on you.
See, okay,
Finding a
here's the good quote.
way to use your condition.
Yeah, but he's fucking
He
cheating.
is, but, we'll let him have it, I guess.
Fucking nerds at Guinness. They can't even keep their rules straight. Fucking douchebags. Why wouldn't this man be like a football player, a basketball? Like, why wouldn't he be a sports star? He'd never be out of breath.
Yeah. Can we just call this a Henry Hoover condition?
Okay.
No?
I don't think this man gets mouth fucked.
I bet he...
I don't
know.
You know what?
He gets poor fucked because they just keep sucking
Oh
it.
my god. Oh my god. Alright, so they only have the video, but he's in the thumbnail. I don't think that guy gets mouth fucked.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, I think he mouth fucks. Alright, 3 more. Okay. Yeah, I'll get you a picture. Rush or not rush? Man uses a contraption on his nose to push peanut up Colorado mountain.
Not him?
This is not him. This is a man from Colorado. Woo. By the name of Bob Salem. Began pushing a peanut up the mountain at 9 a.m. on July 9th, reaching the top in a 10 a.m. ceremony on July 15th. In case you didn't realize, Pikes Peak is 14,000 feet in the air. And this dude was on his hands and knees and pushed a peanut up the entire mountain.
What? Oh, you do you, I guess.
Want to hear his dog shit quote?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so Pikes Peak is located near Manitou Springs. Okay, and that's where he's from. Mm-hmm. There's no city like Manitou Springs, Salem told city officials before beginning his attempt. I'm excited to be Sorry. I'm excited to be the one to bring around this bit of history to celebrate Manitou Springs' 150th celebration. I hope everyone takes the time to visit and indulge the rich history the Pikes Peak area represents. You won't want to leave. Yes, you will. You will drive up the mountain, realize you drove up a mountain, and fuck off.
I'd do that. I would just leave. It's like, cool, mountain, bye.
There's Buddy with his contraption.
What the fuck? Okay.
It's a spoon on what appears to be a CPR mask. And, I guess he's the first person to do it in the 21st century.
Why would anyone want to do this ever?
Yeah. He was the fourth person to ever complete the task. Jesus fucking Christ.
Good on you. Maybe this is why the highway was closed.
Shout out to don't even get me started on that. Shout out to Colorado, where it's either a mass shooting or something dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Last two. Pitmasters barbecue for 40 hours to break world record.
Not him.
This is not him. These are three Hispanic men by the name of Chris. Holy shit. Magajanes, Mark Montemare, and Ernie Morales of Panther City Barbecue in Fort Worth. Spoon, get your ass over there. Barbecued nonstop to break the record for longest barbecue marathon team, which was previously set at 40 hours and 53 seconds by an Italian team in 2017. Eat shit, you spaghetti slurping fucks. Is that racist?
I don't think it's like. I think it's the same thing as Benny's, right? It's on the line, right? But it's not crossing it.
All right,
I'll say it's okay. I ain't gonna censor it anyway. So
you just fucking beep. What do you say?
And all I hear is that racist?
Yeah. What is the official? The barbecuing trio cooked up 450 pounds of hamburger, 300 pounds of tablitas, 300 pounds of fajitas or of fajitas, and 100 pounds each of onions and pepper during their attempt. The food was donated to local frontline workers and charities.
At least it was for something good.
Eat shit, Italy. Fuck you. Also, shout out Texas. Also, are we going to go for the 2-week streak of no rush? Last one. Man recaptures hot dog throwing world record.
Oh. No. See, it's goofy enough to be him, right?
I almost got you with the can one.
You did. It's all so... Why is he gotta do all this? I'm going to say it's not him.
This is him. So the streak is 1 week. When Jake Smith, his buddy, threw a hot dog 105 feet where Rush caught it in a bun. The record was broken twice in the meantime, with the most recent title sitting at 156 feet 2 inches. I think we could do this.
Yeah.
First IRL podcast, we're doing this. We're going to toss a hot dog and someone has to catch it with a bun.
We have a lot to do on our first ever IRL podcast. I don't know if you've been keeping track of all the things that we've said.
I have not. Have you?
I have a small list. It's just growing bigger
all right,
and bigger.
Add it to it.
Add it just
to
sounds
it.
like we have to meet really soon now.
Rush said multiple attempts over the course of multiple days ended with Russell Phillips. Oh, sorry, burp.
More pre-workout. Jesus. Feel the burn.
Yeah. Russell Phillips throwing a hot dog 167 feet and 5 inches to where Rush caught it in a bun. The record was beaten once more by 10 feet.
All right.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'm going to watch that YouTube video and figure out what's the proper wiener throwing technique, because I've been throwing wiener since I was about 13, and I don't think I got the technique down.
It doesn't go as far as you think it would, huh?
Yeah, I just throw wiener on a small schedule.
Maybe we gotta check out the two differences, right? Like wiener throwing, how they're doing it, and then see if we can add anything onto it, like, you know, the Henry Hoover thing or anything like that, you know.
Shot from mouth. That's all I got.
All right. Well, I mean, before we end off, speaking on barbecues, we recently just bought a barbecue. I'm really excited to be able to use it. I've never actually barbecued anything, so.
Neither have I. I want one so bad.
Yeah. We got ours. I don't even know how much it was. All my mom kept telling me was, it's on clearance. So, I hope it's good. But yeah,
well, congratulations. Go smoke meat.
I wish it was a smoker, but apparently it doesn't work that way on this one. I don't know. Is there anything you'd like to plug before we go?
Hopefully I'm streaming by Monday.
Let's hope.
Maybe. I hope. I miss it.
Yeah. There's a lot of games you gotta play.
Fuck, dude. I'm probably just gonna play War Thunder for like the first couple days. I bought a premium pack and then I went on this little trip.
I mean, so, you do gotta ease your way in there. So, yeah.
Yeah. So we also have to finish V Rising.
That is true. I forgot about that. I won't lie. I was like, I think I deleted the shortcut on my desktop too. Hold on.
I was just looking at that. Sorry, that's what reminded me.
Oh no, it's still there. All right, it's still there. All right, good to know. All right, is it?
Let's end this. I got a shit.
All right, thank you so much for listening. You guys have a good one. He's gonna go take a shit, and I'm gonna go to bed. Bye-bye.
Bye.